It's time to take a look at the top 10 adventure and RPG mods of 2022. There's some seriously awesome picks in here, everything from Beasts of Hell to magical mods. Let's begin. Number 10, MCDoom. This mod is based upon the Doom game franchise, and its purpose is to add many different demon types to the game, along with many different variants of weaponry. You can utilize over a dozen different weapons here, and go head to head with up to 50 different demons in this mod, and wear north of 20 plus different armor sets. This mod is fairly lore friendly to Minecraft, as it will spawn many of these demonic entities within the nether dimension, which is in place of hell. Every creature within this mod is very finely detailed too, with high quality 3D models with impressive looking textures that fit well into the Minecraft art style, without being too hyper detailed like some mods, for an example Lycanite's mobs. If you want to become the Doomslayer in Minecraft, this is probably the mod for that. Number 9, Majrusz's progressive difficulty. The focus of this mod is to make the game far more difficult after reaching certain milestones, a concept which is inspired by similar mechanics within the game Terraria. Difficulty will also scale with regional difficulty, aka the pre-existing difficulty option that you'll find in vanilla, in order to retain the Minecraft style. The game progress is divided into 3 different sections: normal mode, expert mode and master mode. The normal mode initiates from the beginning, expert mode starts when you venture to the nether or other mods dimensions, and master mode begins after the defeat of the Ender Dragon boss. Some of the new mechanics include new groups of enemies that appear in groups with one leader and followers who will attack and come to their aid, some with weapons and armor, a new raid called the Undead Army which begins after defeating a certain number of undead mobs, and this has 3 to 5 waves and it will scale in difficulty over time, rewarding the player with a treasure bag. It will be tougher depending on the number of players present. The treasure bags can be acquired from fishing, Elder Guardians, the Wither, and the Ender Dragon, giving one to each player and having up to 8 possible drops of different rarities. Bleeding is now something animals and humans can do, doing damage progressively over time, like through poison, and it requires using the new bandage items to heal. You can bleed from being bitten by spiders, touching cacti, or receiving sword damage. For endgame, you can also acquire end shards from ore that's made into end ingots. This is used to upgrade netherite armor and tools. These generate within endstone and within end structures, with each crafted tool and armor piece having unique abilities. You can use the end shard locator, a loot drop, to locate them more easily. Number 8, Relics. Adding 25 different relics to the game, all with unique and useful mechanics to aid in battles against hordes of monsters, or for leading a peaceful life as a farmer or a miner. This mod adds relics found within dungeons, ones appropriate for their purpose and design, with some generating only within desert temples, villager houses, or abandoned mineshafts for an example. The mod has flexible customizability to configure it. This lets you change it to your liking, and it's perfect for adding to mod packs, mainly since you can customize the generation chance of each item in loot chests, or all of the characteristics and effects that they will yield. Number 7, Enigmatic Legacy. This mod offers a purpose of providing tools to help you in exploring, as well as new resources, powerful gear pieces and ancient relics to reward you for seeking out valuable areas of the world. This mod aims to expand upon vanilla through the addition of new tools, weapons, armor, dungeon loot, potions, enchantment manipulations, inventory management features and more. Using the Curious API mod, this mod offers a lot of accessories in the form of things like rings and charms, but it also has scrolls and spellstones, as well as more other unique offerings. The mod supports a range of new advancements that will serve as an indicator to your progress throughout your mod, and it will celebrate your achievements and challenges tackled, with all of the recipes being unlockable through the recipe book, and most items having an enhanced tooltip when shift hovering over them. Number 6, Blue Skies. This one was suggested to me by a viewer, and it's a mod that's an adventure survival one which brings new aspects ranging from dimensions, dungeons and more in a light and dark scenario. With a new update, Population, that adds new blocks, items, biomes, mobs, and 2 new dungeons, it's pretty fitting to feature this mod now. Blue Skies introduces 2 dimensions, the first being the Everbright and the second being the Everdawn, including many mobs across these 2 worlds, with each dimension having its own personal theme, the Everbright being very bright, snowy and cold, and the Everdawn being warmer but typically darker. Each of these 2 worlds has 2 different dungeons to explore, totaling up to 4 and more planned for the future. First, you must seek a gatekeeper mob, which is found in the plains, mountains and snowy biomes. You can then trade for a book to get his journal for more information on the new mobs and worlds. You can trade with him to get the Zeal Lighter, which lets you complete the portal frame that you'll find nearby. The portal frame could be one for either of the two worlds and is based on luck. The blue journal item that you acquire from him has everything that you'll need to learn about the mod, and it's very useful as a personal resource. This mod is extremely extensive and it's definitely one that I plan to release a full mod showcase of its features sometime in the near future. Number 5, Origins. The Origins mod is an amazing mod in which you choose a so-called origin in order to begin your game with special abilities, some helping you out and others hindering you in your gameplay. Think of the Origins mod as an alternate life mod like those found in Skyrim, where you can be another race or class with certain modifiers that will affect your game and make every playthrough unique and different. The currently present Origins total to 9, and these are the Enderian, Merling, Phantom, Elytrian, Blazeborn, Avian, Arachnid, Shulk and Feline. The Elytrian spawns with Elytra by default, and the Feline doesn't take fall damage for an example. All cool bonuses, meaning that every single one of these classes gives you certain perks and downsides. The reason for this mod and why it's so great and very popular though is because you can very easily make your own origins and classes through either data packs or extension mods, making it super customizable and powerful and very extendable. Number 4, Vampirism. Vampires in this mod are fast, strong and bloodthirsty, and they hate the sun, preferring the night, but you can actually become one using this mod, offering all of their benefits but also their drawbacks. You first have to be bit by one or manually inject the blood, both giving you the effect of sanguinaire Vampirism, which will eventually make you turn. If you don't want to become one, you can actually become a hunter and fight off those evil creatures of the night by utilizing a range of special weaponry. As a vampire, you can feed from either animals or villagers, starting off very weak, but as you perform rituals and level up and acquire new powers, you can become faster and stronger, and through using skill points you can unlock things like night vision or transform into a bat or teleport, but you have to live from damage from the sun during the day or facing hunters. Alternatively, as a hunter you can use crossbows and other useful weapons to aid you in combat, collecting items and fighting strong vampires as you explore the world and level up to unlock advanced hunting skills and abilities, and even use some of their powers to help defeat them. The new vampire biome is a dark and foggy one where you'll find most of the creatures, where they can actually thrive and not take any sun damage. Since villagers are the main target and prey, hunters will actually protect the villagers, and if the villagers attacked, the villagers might actually band together and grab pitchforks and become hunters themselves. Number 3, Artifacts. Through the addition of brand new powerful items in various forms, this mod lets you gain abilities through new items which are found in vanilla structures within loot chests, with most of these artifacts only being able to be found in select chests, making exploring crucial. There's also a new underground campsite structure that's been added too, in which mimics, aka fake chests that are dangerous mobs, sometimes spawn here, although they will actually drop artifacts anyway when you kill them. Each item added through this mod has a unique model which will display when equipped, and many of them look really awesome, like the leprechaun hat or the diving flippers. Number 2, Wither Skeleton tweaks. Sometimes seeking out wither skeletons and farming the skulls is a little annoying in the base game. Using this mod, Wither Skeleton tweaks, you'll discover that farming those skulls and searching for the skeletons in general is a much easier task now. Any wither skeleton that doesn't drop a skull will actually now drop a fragment, letting you use 9 of them to make a full skull in the game. Along with this, any skeleton spawning within the nether will now be a wither skeleton, keeping their original weapon like their bows, but now also being able to drop the loot that you've actually been seeking. You'll notice trash items like damaged stone swords or bows will now not drop from wither skeletons, and this also includes from strays and normal ones. The mod also adds a new weapon, the Immolation Blade, which is a sword causing instant death and beheading for all of the skeleton type creatures, with 2 variants being available, but only differing in their appearance and their recipe. Number 1, Apotheosis. This mod is all about the things that should have been, all ideas from the creator to expand and improve upon the vanilla experience while staying true to it. This is done through adding all new potions, enchantments, new potential dangers and mechanics. To learn more, you should craft the Chronicle of Shadows book in order to read into the mod. The enchantment system is overhauled now too, adding new enchantments and letting you be more powerful due to the less limitations and restrictions placed on it. The 3 new stats affect the enchantment system: Eterna, controlling the enchantment table, Quanta, affecting how much flux is in the process, and Arcana, determining how hard rare enchantments are now to acquire. Through the new enchantments, you can become increasingly more powerful than what was possible before. Anvils also now have no limit to their level and they're enchantable, receiving unbreaking, splitting and obliteration, some being new enchants. Bosses will now spawn in the world underground and in caves. They have custom RPG style names with potion effects, full armor and weapons or tools, and they drop a special item which is based on themselves, which usually has enchants on it and some kind of backstory or lore. There's some really awesome other features in this mod too, mainly that relate to improvements upon spawners, villagers, potions and farming. It's a really extensible mod which adds a real cool array of different components into the game. And that's going to conclude the top 10 RPG and adventure mods of 2022. Please do let me know below which of these 10 ones which I covered were your favourite and why that is, and let me know any which I missed and did not feature in this too. You can see part 1 and part 2 in the description link down below. Those have 20 different adventure and RPG mods which I didn't cover here, and it's most likely that your favourite one was probably in part 1 or part 2 already. Thanks for watching. YouTube says 97% of you are not subscribed, so if you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications and slap the like button for more Minecraft mod videos like this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.